We's back, y'all. We're gonna try this one last time, y'all. If it don't work this time, I have to catch us some traffic, honey. I have to keep moving. I don't know. I don't know.
Right.
Well, I've never seen that. I've never seen that message before at all.
So you sure you're on the right one? Cause I just got well, the notification just came on saying we just went live. Like, mm, is anybody in the chat? Mm,
Nope. One person, I don't know who it is.
it's
They had
probably
commented.
me on my other device. I don't know. Let's see. That's Latte. Hey, Latte.
M. Oh, they popping in. They
Oh,
popping in. Oh, they popping
okay.
in.
Okay.
Here they come, girl. Here they come. Like boom, boom. Here they come. Here they come. Oh, y'all, we struggling over here, but I just told Sissy we try one last time. If it didn't work this time, y'all, we're gonna have to catch us in traffic because we're gonna have to keep moving.
Whew.
Hey, good morning, gorgeous and Stacy Jew.
Hey,
Thank y'all
Stacy
for
Jew.
being
Good
here.
morning, gorgeous.
Thank you, Kim, for coming back in, coming back in, coming back in. Oh Lord, I'm sounding like am. Jesus help me. Um, yeah. So for those of you who are just coming back in, I'll go ahead and show you guys again. am laughing. Um, you all again. What we were sharing. Hi, Didi. How are you, love? Howdy, howdy, girl. Okay. All right. Here we go, y'all.
When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought you. Twins in the bins once again, yeah, I brought two. Yeah, I got sauce too. Came with the gang, chopper rain, get up, shot. When I walk through, yeah, she found that who brought you. Twins in the bins once again, yeah. I got sauce too. Came with the
All
rain,
right,
get
guys. So
up.
this is what we were referring to for those who have not seen the video when we say Miss Season splits were splitting.
It kicked me out, sissy.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
I have trouble again. But that's what we were referring to in
Okay.
regards to the outfit that Miss Season was wearing. Um, for those who are just coming back in, we've had to restart the live a couple of times because StreamYard is giving us a message and saying that they're having trouble with YouTube today. So I don't know. Maybe it's fixed this time, maybe not. But if it doesn't work this time, it's a wrap. Okay. But if you missed what we were saying earlier, Sissy was saying that it was the spirit that she was operating in, that she was not operating in a whorish type spirit, or what did she say, a whorish or a floozy type spirit, which made it absolutely okay. I made note to when her split flew back a little too far, and you caught a little whiff of her booty cheek in the back. But as a lady does, you could tell she was already trying to catch the back of it, but she won't quite fast enough, and it gave a little peep show. Um, in I was saying that she's actually inspired me to lose about 15 pounds and get on the wagon with her because sis is looking good. Hey, Blueberry Boots, thank you for coming in. Who else I missed? Kimberly, I saw her. She says hi to True Slay. Wait a minute. Oh, okay. She says with True Slayer. And good morning, gorgeous. She came back in. Thank y'all so much for joining back in. And Miss Sexy Ray as well. And I was just saying that it's actually inspired me to drop about 15 pounds and do what I do too. I was sharing that I do have a little few explicits in my wardrobe as well. But the only time I'm allowed to wear it is when hubby and I are together. He's not going to let me fly out into the night with my homegirls with it on. But as long as he and I are in the company of one another, he definitely don't have a problem with it. He definitely don't have a problem with it whatsoever. I think she's a classy lady. Regardless of what other people say about her, is how she presents herself in public, and she does a great job at that. So I was saying that Miss Season, if you come across this, just know you've inspired me. And then I asked who wanted to jump in on the challenge. We were going to call it the season challenge to see everybody set their own goals for what they would like to drop or inches or whatever you want it to do for your body. And we jump in on that challenge.
I'm in. I have an outfit, my very first and only suit, expensive suit, my sister bought me. And it's probably about 15 years old, but I go up and down in weight. So right now I can't fit it, but I was able to fit it about 3 years ago. So now I want to get back in it. So I probably need to drop about 25 pounds, 25 pounds.
I noticed she said that she came back with another post, guys, and she said that she's had it for about 7 years. And that's where my inspiration came from, honestly, because in 7 years, she hadn't gained any weight. In fact, if you pay attention to then 7 years ago, and now she actually looks a little slimmer. You know, so all of us can't say that for 7 years because I know I picked up about 10 pounds in 7 years. I know
I'm bouncing on 20 pounds, up and down, 20 pounds, but I need to knock 20 pounds off the shore and I can get in it. But sissy, you ain't gonna be able to show us the outfit. I want to see the outfit. Cause Brillo ain't gonna let you. I'm talking about the one outfit, the old school, like explicit. I want to see that.
He'll let me show you, but he's not gonna
Okay, I'll take that.
Yeah, because you know, I'm not fat now, but I can stand to lose a couple of pounds. Definitely, I
You
can.
ain't fat, you just thick.
Good morning, Gorgeous says it's no different than the recent pregnancy outfits, in my opinion. Yeah, because you know what? Now these ladies, they just walk around with their whole belly out. They like when I was having babies, girl, them old folk would have a fit. You better have that belly covered up, have you some maternity clothes.
Right.
Now they kind of tuck their jeans in or whatever they do. And yeah.
My times have changed. Hey,
Hey,
Upper
Upper.
Boo.
Thank you for
Hey,
coming
Dark
in.
and Lovely.
And Dark and Lovely. Thank you, ladies. Kimberly says she looked funky in that cat suit. I don't care what nobody said. Just thank you. Yeah, because like there was just absolutely no reason to hate on that. Absolutely none. Because sis was doing it. Like she had her stride together. She had her go get a girl energy on. And she was doing the damn thing. I'm telling you guys, I'm inspired. And I'm probably gonna start Thursday. I'm gonna start Thursday.
I'm not starting until after Christmas.
I ain't gonna tell because with me, I have to do something when it's on my mind, or it ain't gonna happen.
You ain't gonna do it.
But I'm gonna drop me 15 pounds, sure. I am, and I'm gonna put on me. I'm gonna put on.
You gotta make a date. We got to
Yes.
make a
You
challenge
gotta see
day.
how many people in on the challenge though. Because
Yeah.
hubby, I can put one of my outfits on after my challenge. Yeah, so I'm gonna do the challenge and I'm gonna put it on and I'm gonna let you guys see. Cause honey, 50s, you we can do it too. We can do it
Period.
too, but you ain't gotta be in your 50s to take the challenge. I'm just saying. For her to be, I don't know how old she is. You know, they frequently speak of her being an older lady, but regardless of however old she is, sis, she did a thing. Because I do believe that it's
Mhm.
not what you wear, but how you wear it. And I'm definitely gonna go stunt. I'm gonna stunt on the whole internet. Yeah, I'm gonna stunt on the internet. Watch me.
Okay.
Not gonna
Yes,
stunt.
as you should.
Don't think I forgot how to stunt, y'all. You remember I used to be a
Girl,
stripper.
I ain't gonna lie, I forgot how to stunt, child. Like everything is gone. Like I'm just like I often be wondering, like, damn, do I even know how to stunt? Cause I did. I used to check the rules when I walked in, but now
It's
I just can't even see it.
no, ma'am. I rebuke that in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Because it's like falling, it's like riding a bike. You fall off, but you get back on and you take off what you remember doing. It's not hard.
I ain't been
So
nowhere to stunt. And listen, when I get invited, I'm like you gotta let me know like at least 2 weeks or a month ahead of time. If my girlfriends text me now, they be like, I'm out at the club, going to get my two-step on. Only thing I do is start sweating because that's all gonna happen. I'm gonna go in my closet, I'm gonna start looking for something to put on, and I'm gonna get hot, I'm gonna start sweating, I'll be like, forget it, I don't want it, nah, I don't want it. Nope, nope.
I need you to tighten. I need you to tighten up. Cause look, I don't even do two step. I still dance. I still have fun. I still do a lot, but I do it decent. You know, I'm not out
Mm-hmm.
there like I'm on
Twerking.
the pole, but I have fun. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I have fun. It helps me stay youthful. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just with it. I'm with it.
Well, you're gonna
it
have to push me, sis. You're gonna have to push me. So
Why? It's you a lady, honey. We don't forget how to be a lady.
no, I'm just saying you're gonna have to. I just can't see that just trying to get dolled up and go out. Like my thing, like I can actually see myself in my like put on my damn boots and some jeans and my jacket, my leather. Like I used to wear the heels. I used to do the fishnets, and I got a closet full of dog collars. When I like them. Okay, so don't judge me out, but.
You judging?
Yeah, like I used to do the damn thing too, but now I just want to put on my damn combat boots and my damn camouflage outfits and go somewhere and be comfortable and set my ass down. So, but it would be nice. I just don't know what's gonna inspire me to want to get out there again and be that little prissy twirling around. I'm gonna put some pictures. I'm gonna show you some pictures of me, and even a video of me two-stepping and cutting up on the dance floor. But right now, baby, and I'm gonna be a grandma in less than 10 days. Mm,
So
woo.
we went on vacation recently. Um, the younger kids was like, "What you got on? You can't wear that." So, and I was on the phone with Amber. She was like, "Well, what do you got on?" I said, "Girl, I got on my bathing suit." They were about to have a fit. So I sent it to Amber.
Hmm.
She was like, there's nothing wrong. I'm finna show y'all a picture. She was like, there's nothing wrong with that. I said, they just think that I'm supposed to be an old maid, I guess. I don't know what they think, child.
Yeah, no, no, no. Mm-mm.
They just think,
No.
because even now in my everyday, I like my shoulders out, my back out. Mm. Miss Judy said, it's too much metal in my feet for heels. I'll rock my J's to be comfy or some comfy boots. I call them 2 hour shoes because I still put on my stilettos. I have so many shoes. Oh my
Hmm.
God. I love shoes. I love heels.
Me too.
I remember,
Love
oh,
them.
When I
I
used to go
used
to
to love
church,
them. Now they just sitting.
when I used to go to church, they used to be waiting to see what shoes I was gonna come in with each week. Cause baby, my
I
shoe
bet.
game is hard. And it still is. I still have a lot of shoes.
Hmm.
Let me see which picture. They was
Actually,
waiting to
while you
see.
looking for that picture, I called one of my old classmates from Facebook that I went to school with, and I told her, "Girl, come get these heels." She said, "I gave a whole bag full, but I kept my favorite ones, you know." But I'm like thinking about, you the one that taught me what you need the most, you need to give away. I'm like, Lord, I don't need no more heels, but I don't want to give these heels away. Like, like it's hard for me to part with a pretty pair of shoes, but I might have to think about it a little bit more.
Let me see what my
Let me
camera.
see,
Can y'all see
sissy.
that? And it dropped all the way down past my belly button. Can you see?
Oh, that's cute.
And they were like, "What? You can't wear that." I said, "It's one man over there. If he ain't got nothing to say, then who are
Yeah,
y'all?"
nobody else should. Yeah. But you, they
Right.
mama, they so they a little bit overprotective. They don't want nobody looking at just like when you was in the store. Well, what was it? What was it? Costco's and Leo was like looking at my mama, looking at my mama. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
cause mama's sexy. Your mama like, yeah. I might be
And
talking too
he
much.
tell
I
him,
don't
he
want
said,
Brother Law to hear me.
"Girl, he don't." He tell him, he said, "She know how to wear it." He tell him, "She know how to wear it."
Period.
And that's what I mean by you not out there flaunting and being whorish with whatever you wearing.
Right.
You just you you smooth with it. You chilling
Hmm.
and you smooth with it.
It is what it is. You
Yeah.
either got it or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And she got it. Miss Season, you got it, girl. Hey, Special
Special K
K, I
said,
don't know if I spoke to you, baby.
she said, "Me too, Miss White. I love Beautiful Hills, child. Love them."
Hmm.
I remember when I was going to church every Sunday. They were like, we was waiting to see what you were coming in on, what you were gonna be having on today. Miss Judy said, "I used to wear heels. I sold all of them after third surgery. Doc said it's too unsafe to wear them, and I can understand that. I can understand that, Miss Judy. That's very understandable." Special K says you have a nice figure and it's very tasteful, Miss White. Thank you, thank you. I had my sexy on and I was still very, very tasteful.
Hmm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And of course the man was with me. So and really I wouldn't even. Hey Leela, how are you? I wouldn't even try to put on
Hey, Leland.
an provocative type outfit and not be with my man. You know what I'm saying? I know
Hmm.
that it's for him. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And when he go out, I like for him to look good too. I get so tickled, y'all. I'm gonna tell you, I get so tickled when me and hubby out. If we separate, especially like if we're in a grocery store or something, and anywhere he go, he looks nice. He smells good. He smells damn
Hmm.
good. And I like when he walking down the aisle and women be like, and his tush is just, you gotta forgive me, but I'm just saying his tush is everything. And women, he walk by, and women be like, and he gets kind of nervous, but I'm tickled to death, y'all. I love it. I love it. I be
Look,
like,
he probably get nervous because he know your ass is crazy.
no, but long, they're not like that. You know what I'm saying? But just
Yeah. He's
the
like, Lord,
feedback.
don't let these women get out of line, cause my wife ain't having it.
They don't.
Some women will try you though. Some women will try you, baby.
They don't come off like that, but I'm gonna tell you why. Just like I'm saying about it's not what we wear, it's how we wear it. He comes
Hmm.
off as standoffish anyway. Just
That's
to look
it.
at him,
Bingo.
he
Yeah.
appears
Yeah.
very standoffish. So there's not
Yeah.
many women who gonna, try it.
And we did
Yeah,
talk about that subject before
mhm,
too,
yeah.
about
He was
people's
very
aura
standoffish.
and their demeanor. Like people see me out. I'm not. I'm a person that you would wonder if I'm having a terrible day. because I don't just smile naturally. I look mean. I actually practice and put in effort to not look mean, to make my face not.
Hmm.
Just today, my mama said, "Why are you looking like that?" And I'm just have to, Mama, you know how I look, So yeah,
I
ask my
get a
kid.
lot when I take pictures. They say I have a stoic look, and I'm like,
You
oh,
do, you
okay,
do.
but yeah, but yep, yep, yep. Let's read some comments. Gigi says, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for coming back. Stacey said, if you got it, flaunt it. That's what I'm talking about. And it's a way to flaunt it and still be respectful. Like, you don't have to be whorish
Hmm.
with it or trifling. You just, you got it. You dabble around with it and you move on.
I think
It's
some women just thrive off the attention, though. Like it gives them a high, like an orgasm kind of a high. Like girl, calm down. Because it's not cute. You can have on the baddest outfit, like damn, she wearing that outfit, the baddest body. But if you like don't know how to carry yourself in it, and you doing it deliberately, wanting attention, it just take away from everything. Take
mm-hmm. Miss
away.
Judy says, yes, the sex fix are for the hubby. The pride in his eyes is worth it. That's what I'm talking about, Miss Judy. That's why I wouldn't wear it with nobody, I would have to be with him wearing it and not out with my girlfriends or, nothing like that.
I
Um,
can't wait to see that outfit too, sissy.
Special K says, y'all compliment one another. Terry says, back in again, Miss White, I'm chosen. And family, didn't think y'all would be back on. Oh, it was a struggle, Terry. And we still don't know
Who
if it's
compliment
true.
one another?
I'm not sure. Special K said that. I think she might have been talking about me and her, but I'm not sure. Can you tell us what you were saying, Special K?
Yes, because I've heard that me and you compliment each other too, sissy. That's the word on the street.
Well, how
Hmm.
about that?
So I'm wondering if that's what Special K is saying.
She says, yes, Miss Judy. She says, I think her outfit shows just enough and she can hide or show more at her discretion. That's what I'm talking about, girl. That's what I'm talking about. And I can guarantee you, I can almost guarantee you that if the people that had a problem with her outfit are just the ones that it's just not their style, they wouldn't be caught dead in it or whatever they say, because I don't be on YouTube like that, so I don't know what all is or is not being said. But they probably just don't have the pizzazz that it would take to wear it, if that makes sense. And that's
Hmm.
not me trying to um make nobody feel bad or anything like that. But some got it and some don't. And
Right.
they got a lady
Like,
across the street
hmm.
that's older, and she has a very nice physique, and she can wear anything that she wants, and she looks well doing it. And I give credit where credit is due. But again, it's
Hmm.
not what you wear, but how you
It's
wear
how
it.
you wear it and the spirit you wearing it under. Yeah. Remember that outfit she wore when she took Robert to see was it Beyonce, sissy? When they
Mm-hmm.
she had on like this black outfit and little it was like her aura. It she was sexy, but she wasn't trying to be. And her energy was that of just a humble woman. You know, it wasn't like she was trying to floss or stunt or any of that. She had a good looking man on her arm. I'm sure he was smelling good, and the beard game was on point. But they complimented each other so well. And she's such a lady, she just her femininity, her energy, it exudes, it just takes over. You know what I mean? Like she doesn't have to try one bit. And that's what you want to inspire to be as a woman. And where do you think that confidence comes from in her? Do you think her father instilled that in her? Um, do you think maybe she just is naturally like that? Because some women have a lot of confidence naturally. See, my dad, I used to stop traffic, and all I worried about was getting a whooping for stopping the traffic. You know what I mean? Like, so I didn't know anything about being sexy and sex appeal and all that as a young girl. I didn't find that part of me until I was in my late 20s, early 30s is when I started coming into my sexuality. And that has a lot to do with how women carry themselves.
If I had to guess, because I don't know anything about her, how old is she anyway? Do anybody know how old she is? But if I had to guess, I would think that her confidence came from life. I
From
would think
like,
that life lessons has taught her to be the woman that she is today. I would
mm-hmm,
think that because she seems to be really driven and making money moves. She always got her hands on something, as far as making money. So I think that um, I think hers may have come from just life and experiences, but also with her when I watch her, I look at her as a type of person, kind of like how I am. She's calm, she's smooth and soft spoken. But when she's pissed off, you would not even recognize her. You'd be like, "Whoa, what the fuck?"
yeah. I ain't
That's
never seen her mad though. Have you?
no, but that's just what I'm saying.
Right.
That, you keep it where it needs to be kept, and when it comes out, you best believe it came out for a reason. That's
Hmm.
typically how it goes.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Special case said you and hubby and you all as friends too. So that she answered the question about complimenting one another. Hi, Wonderful. Thank you so much for coming in. She says, "Hey, Miss White. Hey, I'm chosen in chat. Thank
Hi.
you." Oh, it's Wooda Woo. I said Wonderful. My apologies, Wooda Woo. Woody Woo.
Hi, Lila. I see. We got some new
Woody
subscribers to
Woo.
see. I haven't seen some of these names.
Oh, I think I've seen her name.
Hey, Latte, baby. I miss you too, sugar.
Oh, she said I missed you. And said Special K in the building. She's definitely in the building, giving all her wonderful insight. She's such a beautiful soul. I listened to Special K talk not long ago, and I was like, look at all that wisdom built up in her.
Mm-hmm. I
TMG
heard her
said,
talk. Yeah.
some people pay good money to have a physique. You might as well flaunt it and get your money's worth, honey. I got to work for mine, honey. Let me tell you something. I'm scared for anybody to cut on me. Okay? Scared deal for surgeries that I have to have. Okay? So for an elective
Yeah.
surgery,
That's a whole nother story.
nah, I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I have to get in the gym and let hubby, train me. Y'all, he the hardest damn
Hmm.
trainer on earth.
I'll
Jesus
bet.
Christ. But he'll do it though. He'll do it. And
Hey,
special
hey,
case
Dee
said you can be
Dee and Treasure Life. I didn't see y'all
and
sneak in on us.
at the same time as a woman. I wear things to complement my age and body type. What you say, Special K? Because when I was heavy, guys, um, you couldn't really tell what I really wore, how much I weighed by what I wore, because I would complement my body with the clothes, my style, and things of that nature. Like when you know how to dress, you will put it together. You would definitely put it together. Latte says she knows how to dress. Yep, that's what I'm saying. She knows how to dress. Lila says, "Hey, Miss Beautiful Virgo and Gorgeous in chat. Oh, thank you so much, sweetheart." Special K
Hi.
says, "Keep it real." Hey, my Ember Boo. You guys came back. Yeah, honey. We had to fight in the street like dogs to get in here. We made it. We made it.
Yep.
I told Sissy, I said, we're going to try one more time. And if we
Hmm.
don't get it right this time, then they have to catch us in traffic because we're going to have to go. But hey,
Yep.
it held
Third time is a charm. Ain't that right, Stacy
up.
Jill? She said, if you got it, flaunt it.
Mhm. She's a beautiful woman, Gigi said, and she had so much confidence in herself. She compliments her RH. She's soft and let her man lead the relationship.
Hmm. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Her femininity, baby, is
Mhm.
unmatched. as
Mm-hmm.
far as what I've seen on the internet, with RH's exes and things of that nature. So
And y'all, we have to
yeah,
learn how to use our femininity. Some women are so afraid to be submissive. Ain't no man telling me what to do. He ain't doing this, he ain't doing that. Child, let me tell you
and I don't
something.
want a man that can't tell me nothing. I don't want
I
a man if
get
you can't lead me, baby. Mm-mm.
I get more out of my husband being submissive than I do trying to be boisterous and tell him what to do and what I'm not gonna do.
Hmm.
And when they know that, they're they kind of more keen to let you make more decisions on behalf of both of you all
Right.
anyway, as opposed to them being the head. Because you know the head can't move without the neck. No way.
Hmm.
The head cannot move without the neck. Period.
Hey,
Pooh.
K Brown. MM said it comes naturally.
Special case says, "Thank you,
Doing what
beautiful
he's
ladies.
supposed
I admire you both highly. Oh, you're so sweet. Trying to make our head
to.
big.
Are
Good.
right. My head already big, Special K now.
Yeah, she is a beautiful woman. Does anybody know how old she is? Anybody in the chat know how old Miss Susan is? Layla
I
says
thought
she
I thought I heard
knows.
at 1.42. That's what I thought I heard in the
Well,
streets.
that's Robert's age, isn't it? She's
Oh,
supposed to be
Robert's age. It
older
is
than
Robert's age. She's
Robert.
supposed to be a little bit older. Hmm.
She's supposed to be older than Robert. And I've heard before that um don't quote me, but somewhere along, during the fighting back and forth that she was old enough to be Bree's mother.
Mother. Well, anybody could be a mother if they got their menstrual cycle at 9 years old. So, like myself on my ninth birthday. So I'm old enough to
Mm-mm.
be my baby sister's mother.
Hey, K Brown. She says, hi, chat you. Ancient Amber says it comes naturally with the man doing what he's supposed to do. Girl, you better say that. Because then they want to take care of you. They want to provide.
Hmm.
A real man, anyway. You know what I'm saying? A real man, they want to nurture you and be there for you. Guys, I don't want to get too far off topic, and y'all know I don't like to talk about the saga at all. But when that was just said, I cannot help but think about what I heard today or yesterday, whenever I heard it this morning, um, when Miss Battle said that she was a boss. She makes more money than all her baby daddies,
Mm.
and she was the prize. And that saddened me because my thing is,
Mm.
why are you continuously yoking up with unequally yoked people if that's the case? And I just
Yeah.
wanted to say that part and leave it alone. But when she said that, I said she got a lot of soul searching to do.
Hmm.
A lot, a lot of
Hi,
soul
Brandy
searching.
and Shawnee. Hi, welcome in.
Kimberly says, and that's the main reason a lot of women are single because they want to be the head. Sad to say, they can't stand to hear a man tell them what to do. But see, when you find a man after God's own heart, he ain't
Mm.
gonna tell you wrong.
Say it again.
It's not gonna be intentional, because he is a man, he
Right.
is human, he make mistakes. But when he has a pure heart, he ain't
Hmm.
really out here trying to lead you the wrong way. You might not like it. There's so many times my husband tell me stuff to do and I don't be wanting to do it and I do it anyway and I be but in the back of my mind. But when I do it anyway, it work out fine. There's been times that I've done things on my own and then I have to get the I told you so. I don't like the I told you so's, y'all. I don't like them at all. Mm-mm. I don't like them. Special case of Amber, that's right. Gloria Dent says, hello everyone. I know how old she is. Yeah, that's her cousin. How old is she, Gloria? Hey, Brandy. Good morning, says Facts, Amber. Amber says the other side said 50 something. Hmm.
You see Nene Leaks, baby. Honey, I feel ashamed when I look at her. I be want to crawl under her rock. I'm like, whoa, she older than me.
And I can see her being 50 something, the way she nurtures her garden and things like that. Because we don't start doing stuff like that till we become of a certain age. You don't care about stuff like that.
Right.
And it's been plenty of days. Me and my husband went out last weekend, and my neighbors down the street, they saw me out in the yard working all that day. I was working in the yard looking like Ragamuffin. But when I went in the house and got myself together and was dolled up, they were,
I was like,
oh,
wow. Right.
that's you. I got new neighbors now, but yeah, they don't even know. They don't
So see, I
know.
want to piggyback off of that.
Sure.
Um, you're saying certain things come with women of certain age. This is
Hmm.
why it's so important for younger women to have guidance. I remember, I know we're not talking about the saga, but I remember seeing this person showing these properties or these houses she was considering and moving in. And she was like, oh, I don't want the kids. They might get hurt in the backyard. When I looked at that backyard, honey, all I saw in my head was greens and flowers and crops of different vegetables and just like, I'm like, wow, just no vision. Like, baby, I don't know if you saw that clip, but one of the CCs on this side showed her looking at these houses and talking about what was wrong with each house, and I was just like,
I don't
baby,
follow
if you only know. I don't either. I don't watch nothing unless somebody that I support is playing it.
her.
So
Yeah.
I was just thinking like, that's sad. No vision. Whew, young ladies, your home is your castle. You gotta, even like I hear Don talk about to Section to the 8, baby, make that place look like Section to the 8 ain't got nothing to do with it. If you in an apartment complex, and your neighbors is nasty, you gonna have to be the one that walk through and put on the gloves and might maybe mop the hallway, uh, put some artificial flowers out or plant some real flowers if they let you. When I start staying with my son, I got permission from the office. Our little front patio looked like it. Our apartment was the place that they came to show prospective new tenants. You know, you gotta make your home your home. That's your kingdom. And then
Wherever
especially if you
it
got
is,
a good man.
wherever it is.
Woo.
'Cause after I had my first child and lived in the projects, my neighbor, her name was Virgin. I will never forget. She's passed away now, but we lived in the projects, and her home was beautiful. It was immaculate. She used to run
Mm,
men like in and out, y'all. No shade, but she did. But her bedroom was like an oasis. Like it was like
mm-hmm.
out of this world. And she lived in the projects. You would not have known, you would not have believed it. So I agree with that. You wherever you live, you make it a home. Period.
Yeah.
Gigi says, I know that's right, I'm chosen. You should be submissive to the man. That's why so many women are alone and can't keep a relationship. You let your man be a man and let him lead as long as it's not off a bridge. Say that again. You let
Right.
him lead because it
Right.
comes a point in time where our common sense kick in. You know what I'm saying? So we let them be the
Mm-hmm.
head. But if they doing wrong, it comes a time that our common sense kick in. Because I just watched her as she was sashaying, guys. I'm gonna play it again for the people who just came in so they can see it. She was, um, she was sashaying, doing her little thing, you know what I'm saying? And I said, look at her using her feminine wiles. Look at her using her feminine wiles. Y'all know
Yep.
what I mean when I say that. Like, that's how she keep a man wrapped around her motherfucking pinkies. Not just the pinkies, but the pinkies, baby.
Woo.
She was doing her thing. She was doing her thing. She could have asked him for a new car that night and would have got.
Period.
You know what
Yep.
I'm saying? She was doing what she knew how
Mhm.
to do. Period. She was doing her thing. I'm gonna go ahead and play it again real quick.
Yeah, let's watch her strut her stuff.
What we're referring to. She knew she had it, and he knew she had it, and yeah, I loved it. Here we go, y'all.
Mhm. And I love that song.
Oh, I'm sharing the screen. Hold on. I got sauce too. Damn. All right, here we go.
I walk through. Yeah, she fine. Then who brought you? Twins in the bins once again. Yeah, I brought two. Yeah,
So yeah,
I got sauce too.
those of y'all who just came in and didn't get to see it, there you go. Sis was doing it, baby. Hey, it is what it is. She's
Mm.
doing it. And like I said, she has definitely inspired me. I'm gonna drop me about 15 pounds. So watch me. I'm trying to see who want to jump in on the challenge. We're gonna call it the season challenge. Mine is 15.
Yeah.
If somebody want to join, you set your own personal goal. Keep your realistic goal to something that you know you can handle, and let's jump in on the challenge. Y'all ready for it? The season challenge. That don't mean y'all
Anybody,
go put on the
anybody.
split. You do what you know for you. You do something for you. And everybody's
Yeah.
may not be weight. Somebody might want to lose is it's just set your goal for your body, you know, and go with it.
I'm
Hi
tickled.
Brandy, thank you for coming in.
Hey,
GMB,
Brandy, I'm tickled that somebody said her
she
outfit
says
was
you live a
7 years
very soft
old.
life and it shows. Oh, she said it. She came back and made another post and she showed it from 7 years ago. And she said the dress was
Oh, that's
the outfit. She's had it 7 years, or she hadn't worn it in 7 years, is what she said. DMG says you live a very soft life and it shows on the outside. Thank you, love. And that comes from submissiveness. Trust me.
hmm
Because I could be hard headed and out there having to work my tail off and bust my ASS. You know what I'm saying? And let me say this about my submissions. I can't speak for everybody because a lot of times you have a man who's not after God's own heart, and they'll take care of you and provide for you, but they control you and tell you what to do and kind of make life hard for you. But that's when our feminine wow come in to help us to kind of smooth that out. Yeah. Special case says I think she's 52 or 53. Okay. Yeah. Sis look good. I can't take nothing from her. I ain't got nothing bad to say. Nothing. If I had to say one thing that would even sound negative was sis, you should have moved your hand a little too fast. A little faster to kiss the skirt. And even that was out of her. I ain't got nothing bad to say about sis. Nothing. You hear?
hmm
She has inspired
Me either.
me. Okay. And I'm gonna take the season challenge and I'm gonna drop 15 pounds. I'm gonna set me a realistic time frame.
Oh,
And I would love for some of you all to join in. Hi Shawnee, thank you for coming in. Um,
hi.
some people are speaking. And Kimberly says, women want to run everything if you know what I mean, girl. I do know. And
hmm
look, I used to be one of them. I had to learn. I had to learn how to be a lady. Y'all heard me say it 100 times before. I used to be hell on wheels, baby. I used to be hell on wheels. I had to learn to be a lady. I had to learn to let my husband lead. I had to learn all those things because he had to pull me to the side before we got married. And he was like, if you're not willing to let me lead, then we might need to reevaluate some things. And from that day on, I made myself a promise that, like a tree by the river, I shall not be moved. Child, and I chilled out. I learned real quick, yeah.
Woo.
And he hasn't let me. He hasn't led me astray. So far, so good. And I'm not gonna say he won't ever, because you don't never put all your trust in man. And when I say man, I'm not talking about a man, but I'm talking about male or female. But
Right.
I think my husband, I'm just speaking on mine, and I'm not bragging about my husband. I'm just speaking on what I think with my husband. He's got all of his ripping and running and all that out of the way.
Hmm.
I think he's done all that he was gonna do as far as that's concerned. I hope anyway.
Yeah.
I hope.
I told you, you blessed, honey, because
Gloria
they still
said,
out here
Special
in their
K,
50s and 60s
52.
ripping and running.
Gloria says she's 52. And that is her cousin, guys. Miss Season has confirmed that last year sometime. But Miss Gloria did in the chat is her cousin. They from
Okay, Glory girl.
MISSI. How you spell Mississippi? Humpback, cricket letter I. That's where they from. Hmm. So she is wearing 52 well.
Very well.
She's wearing 52 quite well. And that's another thing whenever a lot of times on YouTube throughout this whole saga situation, they like to refer to us as a bunch of old hags and old ass ladies and whatever it is they call us. I be thinking, shoot, they better hope they ever make it to our age and be an old ass hag. Because honey, at the rate they be going, I be thinking they ain't gonna make it. They don't like to hear nothing. Nobody can't tell them what to do. Yeah, boo. Special case said, my husband and I have a lot of love and respect for each other. So it's kept us solid for almost 25 years of marriage. I know that's right, girl.
Congrats.
You gotta have that respect.
Yeah.
You gotta have that respect. Because respect will take you long a further way than love will. Because see, people can love somebody. You can love somebody, but it don't mean that they're right for you. Right? Love ain't gonna take you nowhere, because we just heard the live that was done a couple of hours back, right? In love, but there's no respect there, there's no appreciation there, there's none of that there. You gotta have respect to be able to love accordingly. But I love him.
Hmm.
But I love her. And what? What a respect
What's
there.
love got to do with it?
Tina said it best, didn't she? Tina said, what love got to do with it? Kimberly said, that's right, Charles, and I agree. Special case says that Gloria did. Okay, I thought she was around my age. I'm 53. Okay, y'all are beautiful. Yep. Hey, D-Ham, how are you? Thank you for coming in. Thank you,
Oh
bud.
shit, it's gonna snow. God dang it.
D-Ham.
Hey DM.
D-Ham be
I'm
working
finna I
hard, honey.
can
Make that money.
driving them trucks. Better be careful, cause I know
Because
it's some snow in some
y'all
of them
know,
states.
if we don't know nothing else about D-Ham, we know he a provider. So he gonna get out there and do what he got to do to take
Yes.
care of his family.
Yep.
That's when you know when a man is able to prioritize. When a man is able to prioritize for their family. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We must be way down. Let me catch up in this chat, cause look. Special case said you can be clean and neat if you live in a cave. Special case said you can
Right.
be clean and neat. You live in a cave. Y'all know I follow this Woody thing to the T, and I'm gonna start going live more about Woody. But Woody was doing an interview and he talked about his house being a trap house and all that growing up. The different things he saw, and I'm trying to rush through that so I can keep up with the chat. But then the interviewer said something to him and said, well, I can imagine it not being clean. And Woody turned real fast. He said, who said it won't clean? He said, I said it was a trap house. I ain't said it won't clean. He checked that man real quick. He said, I just said it was a trap house. I ain't said it won't clean. I heard him the other day say that when he got in trouble, his mom would make him clean up 8 in the morning to 4 in the afternoon, the same amount of time that he was supposed to be in school, he had to clean. Like he had to work, he had to clean. So he grew up in cleanliness. So he might have been in a trap house, but he grew up in a clean trap house. And I have seen clean trap houses, guys. It is a such thing. Hey, Miss Nina. She says good
Hey,
afternoon.
Nina.
Somebody in the chat. We got to get these comments. Hey, Danny. Hi, my girl. Danny.
Hey, Daddy Boo.
And everybody says, Miss Brenda says, I'm 53 years old, been married 23 years. I submit to my husband. I trust him to lead our family. She said, I trust him to lead my family. That's a blessing, Brandy. That's a blessing. So, Miss Brandy, you know what I'm talking about, right? When I say we use our feminine wow to get what we want. Like, although he's leading the household and he's the first sayer, when things ain't how we want it to be, we don't have to, to get what we want. We use our feminine wow, our feminine energy, our sexuality, and just being the woman that we are to keep him smooth. When he stays smooth, his mind stays smooth, he makes better decisions, and better decisions is for us, and therefore we get what we want. You know what I'm saying? Can you agree with that, Miss Brandy? Some people are speaking. Blue says, thank you, Special K. Then Special K says, Amber, thank you. It's been a journey, but I'll do it all over again. He's a great man, not to mention 6'4" and 5. I can't. And that's beautiful. To be married that long and you still look at your spouse and be like,
I know that's right. That sounds like my mama. My mama and daddy been married 50 years, and my mama still fight you trying to mess with her man, honey. My daddy is tall. He a yellow bone, though. He a yellow bone. Look, me and my sisters will fight too. Yeah, don't be looking at my daddy.
He still don't know how to take the picture. I took the picture. I was gonna post it one day, but then, I don't know. Yeah, I get sidetracked so fast. But I was gonna post the picture and say, my view, my view. Oh Lord, yeah, he still make me daddy, y'all. And I'm gonna tell y'all when I found out that my husband was interested in me, because I thought he was stuck up, standoffish, and all that. And when I did find out that he was interested in me, when he would come around, I would get butterflies in my stomach. I would turn into like a little schoolgirl. I was just like, really, like I did. And he still picking me about that to this day. And I would be so giggly and tickly when he would come around. He'd just turn around and walk away. He'd be like, I would turn into like a little schoolgirl. I was just so daddy. And I still do that way. He still make me smile. He still make me smile. Kimberly says, I haven't seen my guy D-Ham in a minute. Where you been, bro? We need another live. He went live the other day. He went live and he talked politics. And I was in his chat and I was trying to explain some things to some people. Y'all know y'all don't be wanting to hear about them politics, honey. Y'all don't be wanting to hear about them. And I was trying to even explain, when I hear people saying, Biden gave us the stimulus checks and Trump gave us the stimulus checks. And I was like, no, guys. The only person who gave us a stimulus check was Obama. The checks that we got from COVID were the economic impact checks. And people don't know the difference, And I was trying to explain it to them. And so he went live the other day, but yeah. And a lot of people don't know that I'm political. A lot of people don't know that I work for the Board of Education. Listen to me lying. The Board of Elections. So it's my job to keep up with that stuff, guys. Yeah. But I think I'm going to run for a local office soon, real soon, because I was so disappointed in my people. And I'm not even talking about who they voted for. Just not knowing simple things.
I told you, sister, you and Chancellor are going to have to do a live. You hear me?
She reached out to me today. for election and wanted to go live, but we were busy. We had to set the
Mhm.
polls up and all that.
Yeah.
Do our last Zoom call. Lord Jesus. Yeah, I wouldn't have had time. Gigi said, age comes with wisdom for some. I'll be 63 next week, and I can't see myself with any other man but my husband. God forbid if something happens to him, I'll never get in another relationship. Mm.
Mm.
You know, Gigi, with you saying that, a lot of times I look at my husband sometimes and I'll be like, damn, which one of us gonna be the first to go? Things like that, and it just scares the crap out of me. He don't want to talk about it at all. He be like, I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to talk about it. Like, I'm like, honey, we have to. We have to put things in order and all of that. And he don't want to. He don't want to talk about it. But I think about that a lot. I look at him. I be like, dang, what would I do without him? And I'm also wise enough to know what would he do without me. I don't even have to ask him because I know, like, what would he do without me? Mm,
Sissy, you
yeah.
see Kimberly's
But I guess
question.
I'm trying
You're
to get
breaking
caught
up
up
again.
somewhere. Um, I missed some. Oh, girl, said ain't so. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I think it's working. I got my check mark back. Ah,
Kimberly.
uh, okay. I think I saw what Kimberly said, but I don't want to miss nobody. So let me go back to where I was at. I don't want to skip nobody, and I'm gonna catch up in the comments too. Mm, good God. Okay. So okay, I got it now, guys. Um, Amber says the season challenge after the holiday. Y'all want to wait till after the holiday to do the season challenge? If that's what y'all want to go with, then
Yes.
I'm gonna have to go with the majority. Danny says I brought this treadmill 1 entire month ago and it's still looking at me. So I think you should get in on the season challenge too, girl. She says, Gloria, we can see you. Danny, okay, thanks, Amber. GMG, be ready to pull an all-nighter, sis. Okay, where y'all pulling the all-nighter at? Michelle's, hey, girl, thank you for coming in.
Hey,
Oh, Danny said,
Michelle.
tis the season. I love it, Danny. Oh, Danny said, tis the season challenge. Oh, girl, I love that. Y'all gonna make me season blush. Robert says, hey, Miss White, and I'm chosen. Hey, love bug. See, that's what
Hi.
kind of man I need. Real one. They out there. They out there. But I learned a few years ago, my pastor used to tell us that we have a type of man or a type of woman. We have a type of person that we look for. And that exterior that we're looking for is not what we need for our interior. So we have to learn to adjust what we're looking for to get what we need. Because we're looking for that, he would tell the men they're looking for a Coca-Cola bottle and they don't realize what they really need is in the 2 liter. Special case says, I got a Peloton for my birthday last year. I love it. I love it to put everything in that room on it. I want me a Peloton. I'm gonna have to clear something out. I think that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna have to make some space. Nina says, I know that's right, Miss White. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Kimberly says, I don't want no man that just let me have my way with him. I can't do nothing with a man like that, period. Yeah, they gotta have a backbone. They definitely gotta have a backbone. Am said this can be a good topic, submissive. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And that's what I'm saying. And like when I watched her, I just saw submissiveness. I just saw her feminine wiles just being a lady. That's what I saw. And she was showing off for her man. It was Iris who was doing the recording, okay? Miss Six Ray, how's it going? Hope you've had a good day, sis. Kimberly says, I need me a man that's gonna put me in my damn face point blank period. Kimberly, that's what I had to have. That's what I'm a Virgo. never ever dated a Cancer a day in my life. And when I met him, and I said, "Well, I be. That's what I needed all along."
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Hey, Tangela, thank you for coming in.
Hey,
Nita
sis.
says they better pray that they get our age. I love my age and everything about me, girl. Let me tell you something. I should tell my girls, I said, y'all think y'all doing something that in y'all 20s? I said, baby, wait till you get to your 40s. You ain't seen nothing. I said, y'all around here humping like bunny rabbits. Y'all don't even know how to make love. Y'all ain't seen nothing yet. Wait till you learn what your body can really do. I
Hmm.
keep it real with my,
Surprise,
once that
surprise.
the age of, I said, you're going to be surprised when you find out what your body can really do. Special case says, I'm from Mississippi too, Miss White. I did not know that. I didn't know that. How about that? Miss Sex Ray, I'm doing good. I'm glad we had a good day too. I'm glad y'all all had a good day. Special K, that's a real man. I admire that about DM. DM take care. He's a provider. Kimberly says, why does it seem like the no good ass women get the good men, but us good women get the no good ass women can taste? Can somebody make sense for me, please? I'm a real quick, Kimberly. I was talking to Amber today on the phone, and I was talking about how, of course, we was discussing the highlight of the saga, what's going on right now with the young lady, and I was saying, a lot of times women think that when they are beautiful or good looking, however you want to phrase it, that's all it takes to keep a man. And a lot of times you'll find women who say, he cheating on me with that ugly girl. Why it had to be somebody ugly, or I look better than her, that type of stuff. And they don't understand that that man core needs to be fed. His inside need to be fed. Because you can look good all day long, but if you don't know how to cook, clean, feed his spirit, stroke his ego, things like that, honey, he gonna he
Preach.
gonna he gonna dip. He gonna dip.
Yep.
I was telling her about like the drug boys. You see the drug boys, they like to be seen out in public with these baddies, but the one that they really want, that they lock down, is them worker bees, them women that know how to keep him settled, keep him out of trouble, make sure the money right, things like that, and not just drug dealers, businessmen in general. A lot of people don't understand
Hmm.
that. A lot of people don't
I,
understand it,
I
but
need
that's
I
what
need
it's
to
about.
piggyback off of
I
that
know
too.
it's women. Go ahead.
I wanted to let the young ladies know what Sissy is saying is so true as far as you need to know how to feed his spirit and, you know, walking your feminine energy. Now, there's different categories of men, of course. You have good women that's doing it all for a no good ass man. They stroke his ego. They can pray for him. They can lift him up. They can handle business. They keep a clean castle, clean house. They make you want to come home. But some men are still gonna cheat. They still gonna be a dog. They still are capable of putting hands on you. So make sure that you don't just go out and just assume that because you are a good woman that somebody is worthy of you. Everybody's not worthy of you, boo. Know who you are and stand on it. And don't settle for less. Because you can change your wig 7 days a week, wear your sexy underwear, you can rub his feet, have his bath water, clothes out, all the above, and go to church on Sunday, be a freak in a bed, oh, well, at the nighttime, and he's still gonna be a cheater. He's still gonna be a dog. So just know, don't waste your beauty, your youth, your good health years on somebody that doesn't deserve you. That's all I want y'all to understand. Don't waste 20 years and look back and say, damn, look at me now. I'm old. Now I'm stuck with this nigga because ain't nobody else going. Yeah, somebody else gonna want you. You learned the lesson and move on. Move on. Shut it down.
Hmm, that's the truth. Kimberly says, I know us women not supposed to be seeking a man they are to find us, but I need that to make sense for me though. I'm gonna tell you like I told somebody. I ain't gonna point no fingers or no elbows at who I told, but they know who they are. When you looking for when not when you're looking for a man, but when you're ready to be found, so to speak, and everything you've done before is not working, right? But you're ready to be found. It's time for you to go into different places. You can't go to the places that you used to want to go to, okay? Because those places you had no luck. You drew the same type of men. You have to find you new surroundings. Save you some money and go to an expensive steakhouse and sit there alone, okay? Um, Start to familiarize yourself with the type of atmospheres that you want to be in, like how you want a man to treat you and the things that he wants to do for you. You start putting yourself into those situations, and then you begin to surround yourself around the type of men that you're trying to get. Because if you keep going to the club, and I'm not saying that's what you're doing, I'm just speaking in general. If you keep going to the club thinking you get ready to find your Boaz, and look, I only like to use that Boaz because that's a whole nother story. Because Boaz wasn't really what people thought he was, okay? But I'm just using that because a lot of people can relate to that word Boaz. So you going to the club thinking you're gonna get your Boaz, and you don't get them. It's time to start switching up. It's it's part of maturing too. You start to go different places that you probably don't think you would ever want to go. You start going to
Right.
those kind of places. Um, and see what happens. See what happens. She says, I still get butterflies when he walks in from work. He's gone 28 days and 28 days home, and I love it. I spoil him rotten when he's home. Absolutely. And that's another thing. We women like to be spoiled, but we definitely have to learn how to spoil our men. When I'm when my husband and I were in sessions with couples, you'd be surprised at how many women, y'all listen, how many women did not know what their mate's G spot was. Men have a G spot just like we do. And these women did not even know what his G spot was because we're selfish a lot of times and so worried about ourselves and what we want and pleasing ourselves.
Ooh,
You know,
wait.
they didn't
Go
know.
go deeper, sissy, in that because I heard one of
Yeah,
my favorites talk about that the other day, but we disagree, and it's okay that we disagree. I heard someone say any man that like his butthole played with, is gay tendencies, something of that nature. But actually, the G spot is very close to it for a man. So, yeah. A lot of
well,
women
not
don't
all men, because
realize
some
that.
of them, there are some men, there are some men who's very close to there, but they're not. And you have to learn every inch of your man, and I'm just not talking about sexually, but mentally also. But in this case, I was speaking on sexually to be able to satisfy your man in a way. You got to think outside of the box type thing. Mm, I gave, without getting too explicit, I gave an idea to a woman before, and she was saying that her husband just like missionary positions. So the challenge for him was to start trying different sexual positions, and they did. Okay, so whenever he started letting her get on top, I told her, I said, now you have to take it to another level. If you on top of him, massage his feet while you down there, girl. Because now you're opening him up. It's not just about the penis part. Now you are exploring his entire body. I ain't touching nobody's feet.
No, she didn't say that.
I
Oh
ain't
my
touching
Lord.
nobody's feet. Okay. You're not gonna get him to be the man you need to be. I would say probably 6 months in, she started rubbing brother feet. This was in premarital counseling, and she got that ring. Okay, but Gloria said, right, Miss White. Special K said, Kimberly Williams, you right, beautiful. You're right, beautiful. But there are some still out there, beautiful. Just continue to pray. That's the key. There is, and you have to pray, and you also have to make yourself available. You have to be seen because we can't be found if we're not seen. That means you
Yes,
have to,
sissy.
like I was
Go ahead and
saying,
tell them yes what you told me. Yeah, 'cause I stay in the house 24/7 for the most part. Yeah, she talking
I ain't telling
about
them I
me.
told
Yeah.
you nothing.
Ugh.
Um, no, what I told you was when you want different, you have to do different. That means you have to do something out of the ordinary than what you're accustomed to doing, and to take small strides. Like if it's just walking to the end of the street one day and then walking back, and the next day you walk, to the end of the street, and then maybe to the end of the other street, and then come back. Just baby steps to getting yourself where you need to be. But you cannot
Look,
be
I told
found,
Sissy,
y'all, if you're not.
I said the Amazon man might knock on the door or somebody with the wrong package or slap anything. Oh,
Kimmy says, if I had a
also for
husband,
the
I would
big
be catered.
girls. I'm sorry, go ahead, Sissy.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, for y'all women that's a little thick like me, got a little rolls here and there. It's okay to get on top. If he die, he die. But get on and try. That was a joke.
You're so classic.
Woo.
Kimmy said, if I had a husband, I would be catering the F out, just like Miss White bragging like an MF. Yeah, you're supposed to, Kimberly. But let me say this. I want to say this, put this disclaimer out because it was said before that I brag about my husband when I spoke on somebody using theirs. I was just simply saying, don't use your marriage or your relationship to make somebody else feel bad about not having one. Um, I use mine as an inspiration. I try to let other young women know that there's hope, that there are still some good men out there. Um, that's the purpose of me, not only because he makes me feel good and I want to tell the world, but to let other women know that there are still some good men out there. There are still some good men out there.
Yes, I
Not a
agree.
whole lot. And I also tell us women who have sons, remember you are raising a little boy to become the man that you would want to have one day.
Say it
Think about
again.
that, ladies. If y'all got little boys, we can't baby them up. It's some things we have to do. We have to be willing to kind of loose because one day you don't want that little boy you raising to be the grown man that his significant other is calling you about every other day because he don't know how to act.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Kimberly says, special case, you're all right. Just have to keep patiently waiting for what God has for me. And that's right. Now look, you do have to wait on God, Kimberly. Kimberly. You have to wait on God. But you also have to put yourself in position. Go back and read about Ruth in the Bible. For y'all, who know the Bible. When there was a famine in the land and they ain't had nothing child, she said, come on. Her daughter-in-law, her husband had passed away. Her son had passed away, and it was just her and her daughter-in-law. And they didn't have anything. She was like, baby, you got the looks. We got to doll you up. You got to get out there in the field to be seen. She got out there in the field to be seen, and guess what? She got found. So, think about it. Grace says, if any of y'all from Louisiana, y'all are in trouble for the next 4 years. Y'all state government has passed so many bills since the election and won't none of them benefit the next community. Well, holla if you hear me, Miss Gloria. Holla if you help me. Mm-mm-mm-mm. And oh God, she gonna put me on politics. Let me finish some comments and I'm gonna go back to that, Miss Gloria. The special case says, Kimberly, that's the way I was taught. It works. Cater to mine too, because he caters to me as well. It's a two-way street. It is definitely a two-way street. But when you have the right mindset, you don't mind taking care of him. and he don't mind taking care of you. And I ain't just talking about financially, boo. I ain't talking about financially. Catering, like making sure that you are fed mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally, like just meeting your needs, you know? Nina says, absolutely, Kimberly, you and me both. And it look, plan. Throw it in the atmosphere. Kimberly says, I can't lie, chosen Miss White. He having some good ass topics. Oh, be having some good ass topics. I love it. Thank you so much, Kim. We try, girl. We try. We can't get no traction because everybody love this saga. Like they love this saga. You hear me? When it was time for the election, I was trying to have lies about the politics, and nobody wanted to hear it. But now everybody crying. Look,
Thank
on
you,
one of your
baby.
politics, gotta keep up with the comments. Miss C is just what Robert prayed for. She's showing him how to love and be loved. How about that? GMG says yes, Special K. Kimberly says now that makes perfect sense, Miss White. I needed to hear that. And that's the truth there. I ain't gonna shoot you one because I had to learn it myself. Special K says, Kimberly, thank you, beautiful. We're gonna be right here when that day comes for you as well. We will, honey. You gonna be. You see how I smile? Y'all ever notice how I smile when I talk about my husband? That man lights me up like, bing. And I can't wait. I cannot wait for you, Kimberly, to one day say, I got him. I got mine. I got mine. And we're gonna be like, girl, we told you he was coming. We told you. Just get yourself in the right position, baby. Kimberly says, Special K, thanks, sis. I know my time coming as long as I keep doing what's right in God's eyes because He knows exactly what I want and what I need.
That's right.
Kimberly,
Yeah.
I told the story on here not too long ago. I told about how I was so focused on church and God, and every Sunday I would go to the altar. I'll be praying for this, praying for that, going to work, come back, go to church, praying for this, praying for that, go to work, come back, go to church, praying for this, praying for that, go to work, come back, go to church. And one day I looked up because I was so focused on God and His will that I didn't even realize that all the things I was praying for were really happening, right? So I looked up one day, and before I knew it, everything I had ever prayed for, I had. And I never even noticed it because I was still focused on Him. So, yeah, you're on the right track, baby. When you say you staying focused on Him, you are on the right track.
Yes.
Special case say
Yes,
He may
ma'am.
cheat, but don't be because you're not doing your part in the relationship. He does make it because He's just greedy. That's the true Special K.
Mm-hmm.
Girl, give me something. Make a
Yes.
sound. I ain't got nothing to beat on.
Yep.
I ain't got nothing. Yep. I've always told my husband that. I said, if you cheat on me, it definitely ain't because I'm not doing what I'm supposed to do. It's
Right.
yeah, you on some other shit right now. I'm telling that all the
Mm.
time. Kimberly says, I need to hear this tonight, Miss White and Chosen. I'm so glad that we helped you because, hey, we were about to give up on this lie. We done tried this the third time. We couldn't get it
It's gonna
right
be
for
all right.
nothing, but God saw fit.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. My mama used to, if you find him in the club, leave him in the club. Girl, what you
Ooh, I
say?
found one in the church, my
Jesus says,
husband, my kid's father, and then I found the next one in the club. Oh, I should have left that sucker right there. Mm, mm, mm.
um, Gigi says, coming on y'all live is a breath of fresh air. I love it. Thank you so much, Gigi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Amber gets on me. She says we're not consistent enough, and this part me and part Sissy. Hers is, she's lifing. She's getting ready for her grandbaby. She's working, and me, I be, oh, child. Look, Miss White get caught up in her yard, and it's hard to get me out. It's hard to get me out that yard, y'all. I be out there 2 o'clock in the morning with spotlights up, lit
Mhm.
up like it's daylight out there, and working like it ain't nobody business. I know my new neighbors be like, that woman crazy as hell, but
Mhm.
it's just my peace. It's my place of peace. Y'all hear me talk about earthing before. When my health is not well, I earth. I take my shoes off. I get in that dirt, and I become one with the dirt and the earth. And I pray and I meditate and I do my thing. And it's hard to get me in the house. And right here lately, I've been trying to get in all that I can before the weather changes because it's quickly changing.
Hey, Angel.
Jill, how are you, love? She says, hello, Miss White, and I'm chosen. Kimberly said, see how God works? He did it just for you, baby. Just for you. He made this live just for you. Claim it, okay? Special K at Gigi. So true, sis. I love it. Gloria says, don't let nobody introduce to one.
Mhm.
That's right. You girl, what you think? That's right, Special K.
Right.
My yard is my peace. It is
Yes.
my peace. And I get peace that surpasses all understanding. Everything in my house could be crumbling, girl. I go rather than my yard. Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Right.
Kimberly says the cycle can be draining at times. That's why we need different topics to get our mind off the BS. I agree. Because
Mhm.
I've even limited myself to weekends. Like it's different if you're going to go live for yourself, but just chat hopping from place to place and all of that. I cut a lot of it out. Like I did, and
I haven't had time, y'all. I tell y'all, baby, my title is called
I, I cut a lot
Made
of
right
when it got to the point where people were making fun of my illness and saying that I hope it don't kill me and all of that. I did some serious reevaluating for my own sanity. I didn't want my older kids to know what was being said and what was going on, so I just had to.
It's a cold world.
Mm-hmm. Gigi says, me and my husband been married 23 years, and our marriage was blessed by God. We keep him first. We put in work, love, and communication is number one. Communication is key. Communication is key. Uh, um, another way to help your spouse. I understood what you were saying, Gigi. Another way to help, because a lot of times men don't like to communicate, right? They don't have
Mhm.
a good tool for communication. And I always like to suggest women to start giving their man a massage.
They'll
Massaging.
blab it all.
Mm-hmm. Just start massaging them. You don't have to make it sexual. Just start massaging them. Yeah, like y'all men love their feet. Well, I'm sorry, they do. But you start massaging that man and getting him to open up. And you can't push it. It takes time, a little bit at the time. That's part of our feminine wiles as well. You know, getting them to let their guard down. Because see, a lot of men, especially our black men, guys, have been taught that they're not supposed to cry. Just get over it, move on. So a lot of times they don't talk because they're gonna be filled with emotion and they get overwhelmed and they'll begin to cry. So they bottle these things up on the inside. And it's our job as women to decompress that brain
Mhm.
and show them that it's okay. You know, that it's part of loving, it's part of being human, it's part of understanding. And then the communication will become better. Now we do have some women who don't know how to communicate, and normally they are traumatized um, women, but our men, they really do not know how to communicate. And it's all kind of little tricks and trades out there to help your man begin to communicate better. A lot of
Mhm.
times they think you don't hear them. A lot of times they
Especially the
think
older men.
like they know that we hear them, but they don't think that we understand um, what they're saying,
Yeah.
or that we don't think that they will understand. That they think that we won't understand what they're saying. My apologies. So you have to find your own little tactics to make it change, to make it different. When you want something different, you have to do something different. If your man feet too ugly to rub, start taking him to the salon to get his feet done. Be like, come on, baby, come with me to the salon. They're gonna be like, nah, that's women's stuff. And you go on your phone,
Mhm.
and you pull it up on Google and you start showing, no, look here, look, see this person get their feet done and this person get their feet done, and you know, and he probably tell you no the first 5 times, but you don't stop. You keep on. Jesus says you are
Yes.
right. Some men don't want to communicate and show their feelings, but that's a definite turn on when a man can be vulnerable. And you gotta make him vulnerable. I hope there ain't no men in the cut listening, but oh look, my husband already know my tricks, honey. He ready. He already know my tricks. But we have to put them in a vulnerable state. And when you pray, like if you have a husband who don't listen, he don't want to get it, he don't understand, pray over him at night. I told the chat before, anoint his head at night. Um, when he's awoke, his spirit is awoke too. So if you're trying to pray for him, his spirit is rebelling of everything that you're trying to put into him and pray. So get him while he sleep, girl. Get him while he sleep. You'll wake up a new man. Not overnight, but one day he'll wake up, he's gonna be changed. You're like, what's wrong with me? No, I got you while
Right.
you sleep.
Don't have a
Listen,
clue, bro.
I'm going missing after the first of the year, y'all. My adult daycare for the elderly will be opening in January, so I will be busy, busy. Congratulations, Special K.
Yes, that's an
Congratulations.
awesome thing.
Make
Congrats,
sure you
baby.
let us know at least a week before it opens up so we can do a grand opening party for you on our channel.
Yes.
I would love that.
That's
You
so
would think,
wonderful. My having my grandmother and caring for her with Alzheimer's, it really it clicked something in my brain and said it would be so awesome. I even checked into it, having an adult daycare
yeah,
for people with dementia and Alzheimer's, because baby, I didn't know it was like that. So yeah, that would be awesome to give the family members a break. That's wonderful. I love it.
I take care of my
Love it.
dad. And I took care of my mom to her last breath. And listen,
Hmm.
taking care of my dad is completely different from taking care of my mom. My dad mean. Oh, he's mean. They say that when they get older, and I don't
Hmm.
know how true this is, and maybe Special K knows, but they say that if they were calm, easy spirited person before they get older and become dementiated, they turn back to that
Hmm.
person. But if they were rowdy, rude, and mean, they turn back to that person. And guess what my dad is to? He is something,
Girl.
y'all. Pray for Miss White, girl. Pray for Miss White. But I said I would never put him into a home because if I did it for my mom, then I owe it to my dad. And
Hmm.
it is what it is. I owe it to my dad. And I wouldn't be able to do it without my husband. I would not. I would not. It's been times I watched my husband pick my daddy up and put him in the bathtub. And I'm not
Hmm.
able to do that. So I wouldn't be able to do it without him. I just wouldn't be able to do it. But he has a nurse that comes in. But sometimes he has accidents and things like that. And if the nurse is not
Hmm.
here, then it's on us. So yep. I guess somebody has went live because everybody running up out the chat. So that means some drama going on somewhere.
Right.
Kimberly says, I'm with you on that, Miss White. I could never put my parents in no home. And you know what? I had an auntie who said it about her granddad. She was like, oh, y'all crazy. It was 12 of them. She's like, I ain't putting my dad in no home. I'll take care of my daddy myself.
Hmm.
And she was taking care of her dad. And she was a CNA. But
Hmm.
eventually, Kimberly, she had to do exactly what she didn't want to do. And I understand that there's different circumstances for different people because this time, sometimes I'll be like, I'm about to find the best one I can find. But
Yeah.
then I can't do it. So everybody has different circumstances. So I say, pray and make the best decision for you as well as your family because
Hmm.
a good caretaker is only as good as they are well. And I'm a
That's
caretaker,
right.
guys. And studies show that we are the first to go. Studies show we are the first to go. So I had to learn to I go work out, I do things to take care of myself.
Hmm.
Special Case says, I would love it and appreciate that. I will give y'all a tour. It's beautiful, y'all. I'm proud of me. My husband and I built this dream with my from the ground up. Oh, girl, about to cry. I love success. I love to see our people like doing it, doing the
Yes.
thing. So you make sure you
Yep.
stay in contact with me. I'm Special K. We're gonna have to get in touch with one another some kind of way so we can make sure that we be a part of watching your fruition come true. I'm
Hmm.
so happy for you. I really am. Kimberly says, I agree with you on that, Miss White. Yeah, my mom is 91 and we take care of it here. We couldn't do it. Bless y'all. Bless y'all.
Hmm. Bless
And
you.
listen, I think I told y'all, my two sisters are CNAs. One went to school, she can run a whole doctor's office. I ain't been in no CNA school, don't know how to do nothing, yeah, not, in regards to that. And I ain't getting no help. I ain't getting no help. I still don't get no help from my sisters to this day. You would think I was the only child. And they got that mindset. She thinks she all that anyway. Shoot, let her do it. They do. Let her pay for it. She got it. That's how they treat me, y'all. They do me wrong. They do me wrong, y'all. They do me wrong. But again, to whom much is given, much is required, honey. And I just do what I gotta
Mm.
do. I do what I gotta
That's
do.
it. Yep.
I love that Special K. When my dad was living, he used to go to an adult daycare. He loved it. He had dementia, but going to the daycare made him feel independent. And Gigi, we had my dad in a program
Yes.
before COVID. They would come pick him up in the mornings on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and he would spend the majority of the day at the daycare with other like-minded people as himself. And then come back home. By the time he came home, his nurse would be here. She got him ready, bathed and ready for bed, got his clothes up for the next day, and we fed him, and he was off to the next day. But then COVID came.
Hmm.
I just told my husband I was going to see if he was ready to venture back out into that. So, yeah, I do. He was in a place called Pace, Pace of the South. That's where he was at. And he enjoyed that until COVID came. Special K says, thank you all for the love and support. Absolutely love.
So welcome, Boo.
Love to see my sisters and brothers win.
Thank
I
you,
love it.
Kimberly.
hmm Kimberly says, this was really a great live. I love it. Thank you so much. Special K says, I will definitely do that, Miss White. I appreciate all the love, encouragement from Chat and Chew. Absolutely. Absolutely. Gloria said, those are the siblings that show up at the end and cry the hardest, honey, and the loudest.
Mm-mm.
On my nerves, child.
Ooh.
When my mom passed away, she had one wish, and she wanted all her grandkids and kids to be dressed alike. She had it planned, y'all. She got to choose what I buried her in. I showed her the dresses, and she nodded her or yes or no, and we chose her
Aw.
dress, so she knew what she was being buried in. She told me that she wanted all her girls. She didn't have no boys. She wanted all her girls in white, and all her grandkids and the girls in polka dots and the men and the boys in black pants and white shirts. I went and bought it all. But each and
Yeah.
every one of us, top to bottom, all what was it, 32 girls and 10 boys, and then my sisters. I made sure every one of us looked exactly alike from head to toe, socks, shoes, everything. I gave my mom her dying wish. I did that. And I never forget, we would get ready to walk into the funeral home, and my sister looked at me talking about, you did it, you did it.
Mm.
Just agitated my whole asshole, y'all. Sorry. But yeah, she did. But I gave my mom her dying wish. I did. And I didn't look for anything back. It was because it's what my mom wanted. And I made
Right.
sure because she struggled all her life. My dad wasn't a good husband. He was the only husband he knew how to be, and I guess this wasn't a good one. And she struggled. She went through abuse. She went through whatever that you can imagine. And I said she never got the things she wanted out of life. I'm gonna give her what she wants in them, and that's what I did. That's what I did, and it was beautiful.
Ooh.
So
Mm. Bless your heart, sis.
They were the ones with the loudest noise, honey. I wanted to walk across that church and slap the shit out of all of them, but I did. I wanted to. Don't think I didn't. Don't think I didn't.
Wow. Mhm.
I don't think I
Like,
did.
you know, shut your mouth up.
Mhm. I was like, this is my mama, and I'm gonna give her what she asked for. Even when it was at the burial, honey, I took the shovel and started putting the dirt on her first. Like her first shovels of dirt came from me.
Oh, man.
I got the
Whew,
closure.
baby. I
Yeah,
don't think I could did that one, sis. Mm-mm.
I got a picture of it. I think
Mm.
I have to find it because they closed my. When I lost my Facebook, they did allow me to what you call it, load all my pictures up,
Mhm.
and I got that picture of me shoveling the dirt on my mama out there in a whole white dress, honey.
I don't want to see
Yeah.
that picture, sissy. I'm sorry.
Okay. Well,
No.
I won't show y'all, but yeah. Mama. Yeah. Um, Special case, I said, at GD, that's great. That's my goal is to let them keep their dignity in their latter years. hmm My mom did hospice at home. So although she was at home, they came in, make sure they regulated medications and things like that. But it was up to us pretty much. She still had a home health nurse and everything all the way to um her last day. But mhm. Special K, Jesus says yes, Special K. Blessed to you and your husband. Absolutely, I'm so happy for her. I am so happy for her.
Mhm.
Special K says that Dizzy, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I was really close to my grandparents. They inspire me in so many ways. And my husband said, pour that into others. Sounds like you have an amazing husband, Special K. Sounds like you have a really, really, really amazing husband. And they don't make them like that no more, y'all. But let me tell you something. Just because they don't make them like that no more, don't mean we can't grow them to that. They don't make them like that, but we can grow them into that. We have to use our womanly, feminine wiles and the common sense that God gave us as women to help these men become the kings that we need them to be. That's the truth.
Amen.
That's the truth. hmm Well, y'all, we've been on here about 2 hours, a little over, but really just two because we kept getting kicked off. And I had never seen that. StreamYard kept sending a big message across the screen, and I was like, "What?" So, but hey, we made it.
We
We
made it.
made it. Kimberly said, "That's one of my biggest fears, losing my parents. But I know we all have to leave here one day, though." Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand, Kimberly, because it's there now. I look at my husband all the time. Like, which one of us gonna go first? I look at my dad and be like, "I'm not gonna have a parent when he leaves." Like, yeah. So yeah, yep. I get it, girl. I do, but just take one day at a time. That's what I tell myself. I have so much. I know that's right, girl. We got to be able to money. Because if we don't, that's another problem with women. You think we learn to we learn to in the second part of that is that a lot of women don't want to admit that. They want the election, want a woman to be in charge. And the reason I want a woman to be in charge because they think that we think we know too much anyway, and we really do kind of act like that anyway, and it really don't give them nothing to look forward to. Truth be told, we're gonna keep it a book. Yep, yep. But y'all, we're gonna go live. I don't know what Sissy has planned for tomorrow. I might try to see if we can get a live in tomorrow so we can talk about that submissiveness. And I do really want to talk to our people about learning what we learned from this election. We're still safe. It's ways that, listen, we gotta learn, y'all. Um, it was so many people. Like when I was going from poll to poll on election day, these people, our people, all they knew was the president. Now I'm in North Carolina. We had a black Republican man that was running for governor, and he was supposed to be the black Nazi and all of this other stuff. They had heard about him, right? And all they knew is that they did not want to vote for him, but could not tell you one thing. They didn't even know the man who was his opponent. Some of them didn't even know what it meant when it said liberal. So I'm going to talk about what did we learn. I do want to help. Like, people don't want to talk politics, y'all, but it's what makes our world go round. Everybody want to blame the president and say the president, give the president power. People don't know that the president don't have power without the Congress. I'm gonna tell y'all something that's happening right now. Trump is appointing his people that he's gonna put in his cabinet, right?
Mm.
While he's appointing these people to go in the cabinet, guess who most of them are? From the Senate and the House. Okay. So what's gonna happen is they're gonna get confirmed, and they're gonna go work under Trump. So these empty seats, right? Whatever state they're from, the governor is going to appoint somebody to those seats. When that governor appoints somebody to fill those seats, they're going to run for 2 years, and then they got to earn that seat. They got to go vote for it. So it's to be the opportunity for us to get the Senate in the House back. We got to rise up, guys. We got to learn this stuff. I was going in chat to chat saying, hey, if you don't care nothing about politics, at least do it for your grandchildren.
Right.
At least do it for your grandchildren, nieces, cousins, aunts, uncles, and they got a lot of learning to do. And yes, he's gonna pardon a lot of them, baby. They're gonna be sitting right here looking crazy as hell whenever that man pardoned the man that killed George Floyd. How they gonna feel then?
They don't care, sissy. No, I think uh, we. Or I get mad just thinking about it. I'm already in my feelings, so.
This man was backed by Elon Musk. Do anybody in the chat know that Elon Musk is a South African? Did y'all know that? Did y'all know he's South African? His parents are part of the apartheid. Like really, y'all, I'm so serious. Elon Musk part of the apartheid. Why do y'all think that man jumped up in there so quick? And he definitely had to make it look good these first couple of years of before, so they couldn't say what they were saying. Robin said yes. He's a South African, a white South African. He's a white South African, y'all. Y'all know about South Africa, right? Y'all know what was happening over there, huh? Robin said yes. Kimberly says I didn't know that. Yes, we do this for the next generation. If you
Somebody
don't
had
know anything
mentioned that.
about it, go ahead.
I was gonna say somebody had mentioned that Trump was trying to change something where he would actually be the last president that's ever elected.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. That ain't gonna happen. But if you don't know what I'm talking about when I say the apartheid, when I say you know who Mandela was, though, right? Y'all know the story of Nelson Mandela.
And watch
That's the
Lethal
era that
Weapon
Elon
too. That'll give you some kind of idea that I don't know if y'all Lethal Weapon fans, Danny Glover and
about the
what's his name?
diplomatic communities.
Uh-huh. Yeah, watch that one. It'll tell you how they think, their mindset.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. A lot of people don't know that Elon Musk has so many allegations against him for SA. Did y'all know that? All y'all know is he's the richest man in the world, right? But nobody don't know about these SA charges. How he just paid people to hush. How his child speaks against him every chance he get. His transgender child, that is. So, uh, it's a lot of things we have to learn, guys. It's a lot, and it's a lot to this election stuff that we don't
Mm.
know. Special K said racial profiling coming back, so we gotta pray for our husband and sons, brothers, nephews, uncles, and cousins. Listen, Special K, you are so right in regards to that special racial profiling. Because I said we had all these black people voting for Trump. Now he's in there. What do he owe them now? He can't do nothing for him now, but show you what he really thought of you. Thanks for the vote. Thanks for your vote, but I ain't got nothing for you. Thanks for the vote, but I ain't got nothing for you. They, it's just sickening. And listen, I'm gonna be the first to say this, and y'all can say y'all heard me say it here. I don't disagree with a lot of the Republican um, Party's tendencies. Okay, I don't disagree with them. I'm more center left, for the record. Okay, so I don't disagree with a lot of their policies. Okay, but let me say this: when you have somebody over your party who has a tainted heart, no matter how good your policies are, that taintness will flow over into the policy.
Yeah.
Special Case says, I don't either, Miss White. Kimberly says, we're gonna have to do this top goal, Miss White. And chosen. Yeah, we are, we gotta have to teach. I had the hardest time trying to get people to understand that the president did not hold any power without the right Congress and senators in place. Now this man has the he has the Senate, he has the House, he has the White House, and our Supreme Court system. All because we thought the man gave us 12. Well, how much was it? $1,400, $1,200, whatever it was they thought he gave them. I get distracted and irritated when I hear him say stimulus check because it's not even a stimulus check. I'm like, Lord, people, forgive them, Father. But the Bible also teaches us that our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And nobody will take the time to try to learn and find out the real.
Yeah.
Nobody would. All these black people are saying, Trump, 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 Trump. We can't let no woman leave.
Hmm.
How many times have they asked themselves, where was Trump's wife at? She don't even want nothing to do with it.
Right.
That woman was
That
seen
is
three
crazy.
times in 2 years. 3 times in 2 years. Okay? That should tell y'all something right there. His
And
daughter,
plagiarized one of
Ivanka,
her speeches.
his daughter, Ivanka, still ain't being seen. Honey, she traveling the country, taking selfies with Kim Kardashian. Those was his two strongest supporters, his wife and his daughter. Y'all ain't seen them. What do you think? She says it used to be a time when Democrats and Republicans would try to reach an agreement across the aisles. Let me tell you something. It's funny that you said that because I had to I had to make a illustration to show somebody because they didn't understand what I meant when I said across the aisle. I said you got the left and you got the right. In the middle is the aisle, right? And you had these laws and all this that they were trying to pass. You got the left side, the right side of the seats, and the aisles down the middle. And all it simply meant is that it would take one person to step out into the aisle, and then another one would step out into the aisle instead of being over here. They would step into the aisle together, shake hands, and make an agreement. And yeah, I felt so irritated that I was having to explain that to somebody that didn't know what it meant to say reach into the aisle.
Take a
If
deep
y'all
breath,
find
sister.
somebody, if you don't know for yourself, or if you find somebody that you're trying to explain it to, I ran across this guy on YouTube, Yellow Pain. He does these raps for some years, and he says my vote don't count. And he kind of breaks down into a rap song, pretty catchy rap song that helps people to understand at least the beginning of it. Yes, Biden and McCain did it for years. And now there's no reaching across the aisle. And the Democrats so busy trying to play chess. They playing chess. And chess is not, strategy. You know what they say, I'm playing checkers, not chess. And the Democrats are playing chess. But what good is it to do to play chess when them dang on Republicans will come kick the whole table over, board and all? They say F your chess game. F your chess game. I was explaining to somebody the other day, they were saying they taking our money, taking it all out the country, fighting these other wars for other countries. They don't understand that it makes our military stronger. It makes people fear us more. Ukraine, for example. Anybody in the chat know what we get from Ukraine? Why it's so important for us to help Ukraine? Do anybody in the chat right now, except Amber, because I just had this conversation with her. Do y'all know what we get from Ukraine? Nobody. Yeah, that's one of our major sources of steel and iron. People don't even know that.
Steel and iron, guys.
Hmm. So if we let Putin just go shoot them down, tear them up, where we gonna get it from? We're gonna be paying 5 times the amount that we are now. We was getting at 0.87%, guys, but since the war, we're getting at 1.27%. That's where we get our pure fruit juice from. Did y'all know that? The 100% pure fruit juice? Ukraine. I was listening in D-Ham's chat the other day. Miss Love took the panel. Miss Shawn took the panel, and they were, explaining some things. And Miss Love explained the best that she knew how, and she wasn't exactly wrong in some of the things that she was saying. She wasn't exactly wrong in some of the things that she was saying. But then I was listening to people saying that it was the president's fault that we had so much inflation. No president is in control of inflation, guys. Inflation comes from supply and demand mainly. And I know it's a lot of us in here that's over 40. I know it's a lot of us in here over 40 that can remember paying 80 cents for a gallon of gas, right? Can remember paying 50 cents for a loaf of bread. Y'all remember them days? Put a one in the chat if y'all remember those days. 50 cents for a loaf of bread, 80 cent, 90 cent gallon of gas. Y'all remember them days? That was going to change regardless to who our president was. The Bible tells us that the wiser the world gets, the weaker it gets. As time go on, we grow, we become smarter, we have a greater demand. So prices are going to go up, regardless.
Yeah.
They're going to go up. It got nothing to do with who the president. Y'all, please, y'all got to learn it. I gotta learn that. It's not that's not the only thing that causes inflation, but that's one of them. But supply and demand, it's a big cause of inflation. When people know you really need something and it gets low, they don't take
Give
that
them
price up.
prices. Yes, ma'am.
Income inflation, income inflation. I was listening to them saying they didn't understand the process of when Obama came into office, he had a deficit of $1.2 trillion that was left from the Bush administration. And it took him 8 years, but he got it cut down in half, right? So he gets it cut down in half. Dump comes in, he takes it up, quadruple that, and nobody wants to give Biden credit. You see, you got to learn what a micron of the economy is. The economy was heading in the right direction. But we think too closed-minded to understand that it takes time to get where it needed to be. If you can remember Clinton being in office, it took him 8 years. Biden wasn't going to do it all in 4 years. And then came behind COVID and kept us number one in, how the world was running. It's sad. Especially since my grandma put $2 of gas in a big Buick Electric 225, and we will be gone all day off that $2. Girl, what you say? What you say? Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. My husband was talking about it the other day how you could put $5 in your gas tank and have it all week. And they
Yep.
had big old non-efficient cars. They weren't efficient. The cars were not efficient. They started making smaller cars, guys. You know what happened when they started making smaller cars? This is a perfect example of inflation. Good God Almighty. Thank you for that, Holy Spirit. When they started making smaller cars, did y'all know that our roads and highways were not equipped for the smaller cars? That's why you started seeing the highways being rebuilt. Did y'all know that? Somebody got to pay for it, though, right? So you want to save money on gas, but you didn't think about what it was going to take for them highways to be rebuilt. Picky poison.
Ain't that something?
It's a lot. I mean, it's a lot to how the world runs. It's a lot to how the world runs. And we just got to clap on somewhere, guys. We got to yeah, that's what he want. He want them electric cars out there, girl, so he can dominate the competition. That's what he want. I say to this day, Jeff Bezos, man, I'm so mad at him when he said he wasn't endorsing no candidate this year. When he found out that Elon was supporting Trump the way he was, and he know he wasn't getting ready to fight with that money against Elon, he just said, "Look, I ain't endorsing nobody. Keep me out of it." Because he didn't want him to come in and mess with him because he got UPS and all them on lock. He knew that once Trump got in there fooling with Elon, oh God, his hands were gonna be tied. So now he gonna want to be able to say, "Now you remember I didn't endorse nobody, so don't come over here messing with me." You know,
Right.
it's just so much, y'all, to how the world works. The U.S. in particular. The U.S. in particular. But again, y'all, they're not over there helping Ukraine for one sole purpose. Because in the typical eye who didn't know, like like the few, how many people left in the chat? I know it's not few, I'm not many, but the few people that are left, how many of you all knew that Ukraine supplied us with merchandise? I'm sure not many people knew that. But now that you know that they supply us with merchandise, does it make more sense to you now why the U.S. needs to try to help them keep their head over water? Because Putin ain't gonna give it to he ain't gonna give it. And if he do, honey, go on. It ain't gonna be at no 1.27%. You can believe that. Something to think about, y'all. I don't know all that it is to know about politics, but I know a hell of a lot. You know, they already think I'm new it all because I like to know stuff. I like to learn. I like to find out. I like to research. My brain is going, you know, I'm like, my husband be up sometimes. He'd be like, go to sleep. But when something get on my mind, I want to know. I thirst for knowledge. I thirst for knowledge. Special case is going after every social media platform that he doesn't own. Putin gonna run us from behind the scenes. Girl, he already, let me tell you something. The Hillary election, they were saying Putin had a lot to do with that. Robert said, I can tell you know a lot, Miss White. Thank you so much, Robert. And he had adverse reactions on our election this time. I'm gonna say that. And the reason I'm going to say that is I was listening on somebody's live a couple of days ago, and they were talking about Kamala, and they were saying that they were talking about how Kamala was locking our black men up, right, in California
Come
for
on, let
petty
them know,
crime.
sissy. Let them know.
Research, guys. Out of those thousands, she had probably 40, if that. Okay, that she actually tried. Okay. What else was I saying about Kamala? Oh, the big one. That girl, Cherie Peoples. I, I just want to help out people, guys. They were talking about Cherie Peoples, the young lady that Kamala supposedly had locked up for truancy of her daughter who had sickle cell. Anybody heard about that? Put a one in the chat if y'all heard about that. Cherie Peoples. She supposedly, Kamala had her incarcerated for her daughter missing too much school. Well, let Miss White enlighten the few that's in here real quick. Okay? And you can look behind me. Don't take my word for anything that I tell you that you don't know for yourself. Always look it up. Okay? Cherie Peoples did have a daughter with sickle cell. Cherie Peoples was arrested for her daughter having truancy. It is true that Kamala was pushing for a bill to be passed in 2009, 2010. Okay? She was pushing for this bill to be passed because her murder rates were going up, right? So what do? You start from the source. What's going on here? And they said, hey, look, we found out that, and y'all, it makes sense because other states do it too, that our children are bound to be MURDER, or they're doing the MURDER from being out of school and not educated. So we need to find a way to keep these kids in school from the age of kindergarten to 8th grade. If your child does not go to school, we are going to have you prosecuted. She was pushing for that bill, guys, from 2009, 2010, somewhere in there, okay? She pushed for that bill. It wasn't to be mean, it was to help our people, okay? So she pushing for this bill. The bill finally gets passed, okay? Bill gets passed. Y'all heard of those laws on the books that nobody really keep them, but they're on the books. They're just there. So 2011, Kamala Harris gets elected as the general attorney, I'm wrong, attorney general of California. So she's now the attorney general of California in 2011. The exact same thing that I just said to y'all was going to happen with Trump appointing those people to his cabinet and those seats were going to come open. That's what happened with Kamala. Kamala made it to attorney general. The governor had to appoint somebody to that DA seat that she used to hold. Why? Because she's going on. They can't leave the seat empty. So they got to appoint somebody. The man's name was Guscom, Guscom, I believe. Guscom is who the governor appointed to replace Kamala's seat. He didn't run for that seat. He didn't go out and campaign. He was chosen for that seat. And they put him there. 2 years went by. Guess what? Now he got to run for that seat. It was handed to him at first, but now he got to run for it. What can I do? What can I do? How can I make sure that I can keep this seat? he pulled the old law that Kamala ran for and says to the school, pull me every child's name in the school system who's truant from kindergarten to 8th grade. They pull it, they send this mystery people's name in. They go and arrest her with cameras in place. Now, first off, y'all should know that because they had cameras in place to let you know it was a publicity stunt. He needed to be seen doing something. Why else would he have the cameras there? Okay? This is 2011. No, we in 2013 by the time this happened. Kamala been gone since 2011. It's 2013 now when they arrested this lady. And they threw that on Kamala's feet. Do you know how many of our people believed it? They threw it at Kamala's feet when it was Gus. Now, I feel like the blame should have been laid at the school board's feet because they turned her name in. I even read that her child had an IEP. With the IEP, why are you even turning in school notes? She said she kept turning in school notes and turning in school notes. Why? You got IEP. They know what's wrong with your child. So help me understand. How is this Kamala's doing? Make it make sense. And they were rolling with it. I even typed in the chat. I said, hey guys, I was trying to, educate as much as I, could from the chat. Because, you can't put so much in the chat in the sense, each time. And first off, her video was produced by Robert F. Kennedy. Y'all know who he is. He a conspiracy theorist. He think that kids shouldn't get shots and women are going to have energy and all this old crazy wackoo shit he be talking. And the one thing that should have caught everybody's attention on that video that young lady did was she went straight from talking about what Kamala did to her to talking about Kamala had an affair with this man and Kamala did this and Kamala did that. You now talking about what somebody told you to say. It was scripted and that woman was paid to do it. Allegedly.
Of course.
Okay? I must say that. Allegedly. But that's my thought. Because why else would she come out with that when she know she got arrested in 2013? The woman had been gone for 2 years. Make it make sense. And here our people is again. Oh, she did that girl wrong. They rolled with it. They rolled with it. Then they were talking about the one where Kamala did the hit and run. Kamala did the hit and run. Laughed at the lady or something and pulled off. They were walking from the movie theater. If you go look it up on Politico Facts, it will help you to understand that they found out that story came from Russian trolls. Okay? That story came from Russian trolls. They found out that there was a street crossing of the same, but there was no evidence of no accident ever happening there in time. And that started our people believe that Kamala was not for her people. Special case says, how can they listen to the people who has never said anything productive or for the greater good of you and your family? He showed us time and time again who he is. I don't know. I don't get it. Just the fact that his wife and daughter wasn't standing beside him spoke a mouthful. That spoke a mouthful to me, guys. Did that not say nothing for you all? Our first lady gave the invitation that they do every 4 years for the new president coming in, his wife to come have tea with her, and da. Melania said, I ain't got time. Melania said, I ain't got time. I ain't coming. She is not interested. She just announced she'll probably spend half of her time in Miami and she'll spend a little time in DC. So yeah, there we have it. I would say, like in North Carolina, we're going to be okay because we have a Democratic governor. But these states that are left with these Republican governors under the Magna thumb, then I hear people saying, I got more money on my taxes than I ever seen out of my paycheck and all this since I had Trump. That's so hilarious to me because you have. It's not a lie. It's not exactly true either because they give you this money here for you to have to put it out somewhere else. Come on, y'all.
Right now, and it's nothing matters. They just think Trump is for them.
And you know what makes him even more dangerous now, y'all? Now he know what he's doing. He knew what he was doing before. He know what he's doing now. He knows what he's doing now, baby. He didn't know before, but baby, he know now.
Yep.
Mm.
He said the first time around, this is where I
Then what
messed
did he
up
do?
at. So this time,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. If y'all have never watched the Senate hearing or count or vote or whatever you want to call it, I encourage you to watch one. Because if you go back, look it up on YouTube, find some old ones. Those men that was kissing his boots had something good to say about him at every angle, no matter how wrong he was. In that Senate and that House, those who he getting seats to right now. Biden said he's going to go ahead and seat him, even though he has the power to not to. He's afraid these people will start War 3 in a bloodbath. And he's just leading by example. He's showing them how it's supposed to be done. Kamala could have raised all kind of hell. Kamala could have been going around asking for recounts and da 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 da. She did that. She's like, hey, this is how it's supposed to be done. Leading by example to show them y'all didn't do that the last time. But let us show you how to do it. And that's what I'm, kind of lean to when I say the Democrats playing chess when the Republicans are willing to kick the whole table over. They say, F your game. Yeah, exactly. Mm-hmm. I don't care. But guys, it's almost 9:30. I'd like to go rub on my husband's bald head before he go to sleep at night. So I'm going to have to get up off of him. I'm going to get with Sissy, see what her schedule's like tomorrow. We're going to squeeze something in for everybody. Y'all all right with that? Yeah.
all right, y'all. Love y'all. Thank you for hanging in there with us.
Yeah. Yes. I love each and every one of y'all. There ain't nothing y'all can do about it, okay? So if all hearts and minds are clear, I like when we say that. If all hearts and minds are clear, we gonna holler at y'all tomorrow. She said, yes, go pepper here. Absolutely, go. Be my pleasure to do so, special. Because I always say, if you don't, somebody else will. I always say that, honey. If you don't, somebody else will. All right, ladies, and if there's any gentlemen in the chat, we appreciate each and every one of you guys. We love you. There's nothing you can do about it. And we over here on what's our channel name? Chat and Chew.
Chat and Chew,
we gonna see somebody Robert said, great love. I love y'all too. Good night, ladies. Exactly. All right, guys. I love each and every one of you all, and we will see you all on tomorrow if it's the Lord's will.
y'all.